Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look who's here. It's Super Y. How exciting. And look at what Super Y is doing. Checking out a really awesome superhero book called Captain Awesome right here. Boys and girls, do you think that Super Y might enjoy reading some books off of Sora? I bet so too. You know what else Super Y knows? Super Y has heard about Fresno Unified and has been helping us track all the information about those schools that are super readers. Oh my gosh. If you want to check out Super Y and hang out with Super Y over at Zubu, because guess what? Super Y just spent last weekend over at Zubu and is going to be at Zubu again this coming weekend. Talk with your adults at home. Have them go online and order tickets. I don't know if there's any tickets left because they're going so quick, so don't put it off. Make sure you check out and get your tickets. But Super Y's been helping us with Fresno Unified, watching all those amazing readers, and I think has a little information for our Sora checkout. So let's see, we've got, third place was Viking Elementary. Woo! Good job. Go Warriors. So I'm going to add it right here to our list right here so we can see third place. So keep up those reading. You guys are doing a great job. Good job, Fresno Unified. Thank you so much, Super Y, for coming and hanging with us today. I'm going to say goodbye to Super Y. Bye, Super Y. Make sure that they're safe. All right. Excellent job. So, third grade, my name is Mrs. Nix, and I am so excited to be with you today to help you to become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. And so I'm so excited to hang out with you. We've got 3 things we're going to go through today. We're going to look at 3-letter blends, closed syllables, and some suffixes. Are you ready to start? Okay, let's do it. We're going to start by reading those high-frequency words, and remember, these are words you're going to come across often in your reading and writing, so we just want to make sure that you're familiar with them. So let's go through, let's read them. Help me out, big and loud. Green, got, grow, had, have, has, hot, hold, hurt, and how. Good job. Now I've got 2 of them today, have and has. Now, if these are words that you would like to practice at home, remember you're responsible for your learning success. So if you want to practice these, have is H-A-V-E and has, H-A-S. So jot those down and practice them. Help me put them in a couple of sentences, because remember, I want us to be able to not only read and write them, but I want us to be able to think about them. How do we use them in a sentence? Okay, read with me. She, plenty of time to finish her homework. Do you, time to finish your homework? Ooh, these sentences are very similar. Okay, so she, try it with has. She has plenty of time to finish her homework. And do you have time to finish your homework? Nicely done, third grade. Okay, let's move over to some 3-letter blends. This is just practicing and helping us to chunk word parts. So we're training our brains. These are things you've been practicing in 1st grade and 2nd grade. So we're just going to go through them. We're going to read them together, okay? So here we go. We've got SCR, and SCR says scr. And let's look at it in a word. So read it with me. Sound it out. Scrap. Scrap. Good job. Then we've got STR, and STR says stir. Let's put it in a word. What does it say? Stream. Stream. See how we just blended that? Good job. How about SHR? Sure. Sure. Okay, let's look at it in a word. Shredder, shredder, good. All right, how about S-P-L, spl, like in the word splinter, splinter, good. Let's come back down here and let's look. We've got S-P-R, spur, spur, like in the word spring, spring, good. And how about T-H-R, like in the word that says thur, like in throne, throne. And then our last one is S-Q-U, which says squa, like in squeal, squeal. Good job, 3rd grade. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit and talk about syllable types. At the beginning of the year, when we first started meeting back in August, we talked about all the different types of syllable types. Today, or this week I should say, we've been focusing on just closed syllables. Closed syllables remind us that we're going to have our short vowel sounds. So CVC words and a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, we're going to split those consonants. And then we know that when a syllable is closed off with a consonant, that we use that short vowel. So what am I talking about? Let's look. So like in the word napkin, okay? I've got 2 vowels, A and I split it right between the 2 consonants P and K. And that closes my syllable so that it's a short vowel, nap. And then kin is also a closed syllable, so it's another short vowel, napkin. Okay, let's practice some of that. This is going to help us as we're going through and we're practicing reading those longer words. We're able to kind of divide them, especially when your teacher will say things like, sound it out. Well, sometimes we need to have some tools, right, to be able to sound them out, and we need to know how to chunk them. So a great place to start is to think about vowel sounds. Every single syllable has a vowel sound. So if we can identify those, we're looking for those syllables. So look right here. Do you see any vowels? Remember what a vowel is? A-E-I-O-U? Okay. Do you see them? I'm going to put a little V right on top of the vowel so that I marked it. Do I have another vowel? Yes, right here. So in between my vowels, I have 2 consonants. I'm going to mark them with 2 C's. So because I have 2 C's in between my vowels, I know that that's where I can split my syllables. So if I didn't know how to read this word, now I've divided it up. I know I've got that short vowel that's right here, and I can say con, and then I've got another short vowel because it's a closed syllable, test, contest. Put it together. See? All right, try one more. So we've got, here's a vowel, right? What do we have in between? We've got a couple of consonants. Good. Let's split it right down those 2 consonants. So now we've got 2 closed syllables. So let's blend it. We've got dentist. Do you see it? Nice. Okay. So let's go through and give a little practice with those 2 skills that we just were doing. So the first one was those 3-letter blends. When we're looking at a sentence, this one says we're going to read the sentence and then circle the word that has the 3-letter blend. So put on those glasses so that you can see and find those 3-letter blends. He scrubs the sink to make it clean. Did you see any? Yes, right here is a 3-letter blend. So scrubs is our 3-letter blend. Let's try another one. Let's read the sentence first. We should swim in the stream. Do you see any 3-letter blends? This has SH, but no, that's got an O. Keep going. Right here, there it is. You guys are so smart. Good job. Okay, let's jump down and practice down here. Now, at the bottom, we're going to look at those syllables again. So we're looking for closed syllables, and this one says, read each word and circle the letter that shows the word correctly divided into syllables. Okay, so if we ever had to do this for our teacher, we need to know, where do we split it? Where do we mark it? Here's the word hidden. Which way is correct? Do you remember how I told you to do it? What do we look for first? That's right, the vowels. So I'm going to do it over here just so that we can practice. Here's a vowel and here's a vowel, right? What's in between our vowels? 2 consonants. So where do we need to split it? Do you remember? That's right, right through the 2 D's. Do you see one of them, one of our options over here that matches? Yep, right here. These guys did a good job. Okay, let's do one more. So we've got dinner. All right, I've got a vowel. I've got a vowel. What do? I split my 2 consonants that are right here. And did they do it right here? No. How about over here? Yes, that's correct. Excellent job. Okay, let's finish off today with my last little bit of information, and we're looking at suffixes this week. So last week we talked about prefixes. This week we're talking about suffixes. Now remember, we have to kind of start with our base words. Our base words are just words that stand all by themselves. They have their own meaning. Prefixes and suffixes are just a group of letters that are added to the beginning or the end. We're going to talk about suffixes today, so I'm just going to talk about the part that we put at the end. But they're just a group of letters that are put at the end that changes the word meaning. Okay, here's an example. We've been talking about less and full. Now, less simply means without. So when I take the word thank, which is like I'm being grateful for something, I'm saying thank you. But if I say thank less, well, then I'm going to say I'm without thanks, right? So maybe it's a thankless job. Somebody had to pick up the trash and nobody was around to say thank you, and it was a thankless job. But was it still doing something good for our community? Absolutely. Okay. So then we have the word joy, and we're going to put it with full. This is our suffix. So joy, full means full of. So joy is happy. If we're full of joy, that's right, we're full of happiness. Excellent. Okay. So I have one last little thing. Perfect. Got plenty of time here. I have a sentence right here, and I want you to help me figure it out. So I've got one of our words that has this little suffix that's right here. So let's read the sentence. The first sounds Katie studied were the wonderful noises made by whales. So here's my question. What does wonderful mean? Does it mean full of wonder, having no wonder, or without a smile? Which one do you think? Can you find it? That's right. It's full of wonder. How did you know? What was the suffix? It's got full at the end. You did great. Okay, 3rd grade, thank you so much for hanging out with me today as you're getting ready for school. And remember, you're responsible for your learning success. So listen, ask those questions, and share your ideas, because together, we can do so much more. I hope you have a great day. I can't wait to see you back here at PBS tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.